Hey, how's it going? Chris here with AC, and I'm back at Universal Studios Hollywood again to check in on the construction on the new Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift roller coaster. It's been 2 weeks since my last visit, and wow, from what I've seen so far, they have done so much. Let's go check everything out. So here we go. Now there's 2 sections of track that go all the way across that station area there, and those pieces are so big. Like the spine that's bridging the gap there at the bottom is gigantic. I've never seen track sections that are that big before. Here we have a cement truck. There was one there a moment ago, and then a new one just backed in. So they're doing a lot more pouring for those footings up there. A lot more to go. And then as I come across down here, we have more footings in place. There was some digging that was happening when I was here last time. And not too much of a change. Have more rebar down there. So there's going to be more footings all across here. And we have more of those boxes, those shoring boxes there. And not sure where those are going to go. And then all the way down here at the very end, I'm not going to go to the Frankenstein parking structure this time, but you can see they have all those footings down there, and they are working on more. Now what I want to do is head over to the other side and give you a perspective of what it looks like over there. When approaching the ride from the main gate and going down the main pathway, this is what I see, and you get a really close-up look at it. Like I said before, that track is so massive, and it's so close to the path too. It's going to be really interesting to see how this show building gets built around it. Oh, and look, they're also putting in some catwalk, and looks like there's a couple sections done already, and there's supports for more that are going to be flying in here probably really soon. Okay, and just in a matter of minutes, they're flying in another piece of catwalk. How cool is that? I just can't believe how close I can get to this. I'm practically right underneath it. Just spun that around and gonna line it up and drop it down. This is so neat. Okay, it's almost there. Just gotta lower it a little bit more. And there it is. Another piece of catwalk. Coming up on the escalators now, and look at this. We have another piece of track that is looking like the first piece of the launch track out of the station. And it's gonna come all the way, well, it's gonna go, I think, that way, and then eventually come up and over this. Let's peek down here real quick and see if anything else has changed. Oh, what? I thought they were done, and look at that. Holy cow, that's a cluster of 5 footings. That's gigantic. Oh my gosh. And actually, this box, this yellow shoring box here, it looks just like the one I was looking at a couple weeks ago. I don't know if it's the exact same one, but that was what I was watching over by the Frankenstein parking structure get moved around. And wow, that is so cool. I have never seen a cluster of footings like that before. So here we are with that track section coming out of the station, and what I believe it's going to do, it's going to come down this way and turn to the left and go down the hill that way, go all the way out and back. And then there's going to be a section that's going to go underneath the escalators here. People have been asking about that. And last time I was here, the dirt was up a lot higher. They've since dug down a lot more, and it looks like there's going to be a gap that goes underneath there. And maybe I can get a better look at that when I go down a little bit further. But they've they've finished. They poured all the concrete for the footings because it was just rebar last time I was here. And they are smoothing everything off. They are compacting the ground, and really cool here. Let's go down and get an even closer look. Oh, also, this retaining wall here, it is completely covered in concrete now. Oh yeah, just look at that retaining wall. That is so smooth and fresh. Nothing like brand new concrete. And then down here, like I was saying, all getting smoothed out. That roller thing there with those nubs sticking out, that compacts the ground. It's not going to be too long until we see more supports over here. And here we are, they're cutting away at the ground, and there's another footing that's sticking up there. Probably from something else, not sure. Yeah, wow, this is a lot of activity. This is awesome. Really cool stuff. Wow. I mean, it doesn't get much closer than this. I feel like I'm just standing inside the construction area, even though I'm not. Yeah, over here is where it's gonna go underneath. So they have a lot more to dig out. I think they're gonna dig a lot more of this out right over here. As you can see, the little thing is going under there. Yeah, they're gonna dig out all the dirt underneath here. Let's oh wow. As the dirt just cascades down the slope there. Every time I think they're done with moving dirt around, they're moving more around. This is just so fascinating to see. Let's come around to this side and take a peek. Yeah, I can't see too much from over here. Oh, there's that massive footing. But then off to the right of it is where I think all this dirt is going to get dug out. This is such a cool project, especially being able to look up at it. I mean, there's just so many different vantage points of this ride. It's unlike anything else I've ever seen. Yeah, as I walk back further here, you can get a better look at them digging underneath the escalators there. Yeah. Kind of give you guys an overview here. So much progress in just these 2 weeks. I'm blown away. I wasn't expecting to see this much of a change. I honestly almost didn't even come out, but I'm glad I did. Well, this is really neat. There's like a little remote controlled compactor. Oh no, it's falling! Oh no, that is not good. Oops. Okay, well that was a quick fix. They just tied a strap around it and lifted it back. Hopefully it wasn't damaged. Well, look at this. We actually have 2 of them, and there's guys that are standing right next to them with remotes that are controlling them. My guess is that these are used to get into really tight spaces that this larger one can't get into, especially between all these footings and whatnot, or like the guy down here by the road where it's really narrow. And then there's also a guy with a compactor. So they got multiple ways to get all this land compacted. Stepping back just a little bit further down the Starway here, and I get a whole new perspective on this construction site. Looking up at the top there, you can see where the launch track comes out of the station on the left-hand side there, and then off to the right, it spurs off, and that goes back into what I believe is going to be the maintenance bay. And then as I come across all the way over here, there's more footings. There's a new one that has rebar sticking up there that hasn't been poured yet. I came down even further, and wow, it's so cool looking up at the station area there. And then over here we have that footing that I was showing just a second ago that's getting worked on. And then all those retaining walls will eventually get covered in concrete as well. A lot more work to do here. I'm about to be on my way out, but in the past hour since I've been here, they've put down a few more sections of the catwalk. They are moving along really, really fast here. All right, well, that's gonna do it for today's update. How exciting is it to watch all that construction? I'll be back here really soon. Until then, take care, have a good one. All right, bye.